It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 30. 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Right after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here we go. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 2, ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now Burrow. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Kamara up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow pushes past him and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
12.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gotta go. 11 empty. 11. 12. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Kamara trying the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion.
12, 11, 11, Thomas. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, down.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 11, 90, 11, 90. 11, 90, 11, 90.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
first carry here for Robinson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Seahawks at 4-11 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun is Minshew. Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyron Johnson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They played awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it brings up 4th down. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, Johnson. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here we go. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Powers through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11 mighties. 11 mighties. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, hey! 11 MT, 11 MT.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Christian Watson from 13 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 66 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action, it's Minshew. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 20-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Minshew. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 30 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
12.
Burrow. He's going to let it fly. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So the victory here for Seattle.